Okay, so I'm going to do a nice bright strong eye and I'm going to use it in purple and pinks. Just going to repeat what I've done on this side, okay? So I'm going to start with my 224 blending brush from MAC, and I'm also going to use a MAC shadow called Hawks, and I'm going to apply it in the crease. If you just keep open, that's lovely. Going to blend it up towards the brow bone and almost into the corner of the eye. I'm going to leave the actual lid free just now. Now I'm going to take a 239 brush from MAC and I'm going to apply, what's this one? Brulee underneath the brow bone and right into the corner of the eye there. I'm just going to blend up a little bit more there. Okay, so I'm going to take another MAC brush, and it's a 219 little pointy pencil brush, and I'm going to apply the MAC shadow called Blue Noir. I'm going to start the outside corner of the eye. I'm going to take it into the crease, along the crease, but I'm not going to blend it up as far as the first colour. Just going to blend that again with my 244 brush. And I'm just going to go back in with the 219 brush and just intensify that dark blue again. And another reblend. I'm going to apply Stomp eyeshadow, MAC eyeshadow Stomp, but first I'm going to apply some Too Faced eye primer because it will make the, close for me, it will give a more dramatic, intense finish to the shadow. Give the shadow something to grab onto. I'm just using a flat brush, densely packed brush. Yeah, I don't know what this one is, it's an older one that I've got. And believe it or not, when it comes to the lid, sometimes it's quite good just to go in with your fingers. You can get a nice strong colour that way, nice and dense. Now I'm going to use the Kryolan, look up for me, Kryolan angled liner brush underneath the eyes, and I'm applying the shadow used in the socket, Blue Noir, and I'm going to use the angled Kryolan brush again to apply shadow along the top lash line. Close for me, thanks. So I'm going to use a kohl pencil now, and it's the L'Oreal Colour Riche. Just applying it along the top lash line, just right in close to the root of the lashes. Okay, if you just look at the top of your cheeks, perfect. That's lovely. I'll give that a wee second to settle in, and then I'll put a little bit of liner just at the root of your lashes. Okay, so I'm going to apply the foundation now because it's quite useful to do the eyes first, especially if they're going to be a strong look. It's quite useful to do the eyes first and then do the base afterwards, so you can clean up any mess before you do the base. So I'm applying MAC Surotech and NC20. I'm using a MAC 130 brush. It's a great brush for really blending, getting all the foundation into all the nooks and crannies really, and you can really buff it into the skin. I'm going to use a MAC concealer and its moisture cover, and I'm going to apply it using a 217 MAC buffing brush. Look up for me. This brush is fantastic for applying concealer underneath the eyes because you can really buff it into the skin and blend it really well to avoid that cakey look you can get using a flat brush. I'm going to just set underneath the eye area to stop the concealer bleeding into the liner. Just going to set it with a little bit of translucent powder. Okay, we'll just have a light dusting of powder. Just using a small powder brush. I'm just really just getting rid of the shine. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer now. Concealer is very fair. I'm really just using this to sort of add a bit more shape to the face as contour rather than a strong bronze look. I think I'll use just a little bit of contour powder, and I'm going to use a MAC powder, and it's called Emote. It's a MAC blusher. It's a cool brown colour that works really well for contour. I'm just going to fill in the brows a little bit now, and I'm going to use a MAC pencil called Fling. Going on to blusher now, and I'm not going to use anything too overpowering because the focus is on the eyes, and I'm using another MAC product, and it's called Tenderling. I'm using an angled contour brush just to gently buff the powder onto the cheeks. As I say, I don't want it to be too obvious, I just want it to be soft. I'm going to keep the lips quite subdued. I'm going to use a nice pinky lip liner and lip gloss just to complement the eyes. So this particular pencil I'm going to use to outline the lips is a NYX pencil, and it's called Sand Pink. And I'm going to apply the MAC Pro Longwear lip glass, and it's in NYX Fad. And just a tiny bit of line, and just a tiny bit of line along the top. Close your eyes, please. Along the lash line at the top here, because I left that out earlier on. And there's the look completed, a nice, strong, vibrant look for a young girl heading out for a night in the town. There you go.